People love saying cash is king, but then explain this to me. Why don't wealthy people pay cash for everything? If cash is really king, why are investors still using mortgages? Why are business owners still using business loans? Why do people with millions of dollars still keep lines of credit available? They have the money, so why don't they use it? That question bothered me for years. Then one day it finally clicked. Cash doesn't create opportunities, access does. And good credit creates access. From that moment on, I stopped looking at my credit score like a number. I started looking at it like a key. I think one of the biggest financial myths we've ever believed is the person with the most cash wins. I don't think that's true. I think the person wins with the most access because opportunities don't wait until your savings account is ready. They show up when they show up. So the question is, can you say yes when they do? That's what good credit gives you. It gives you options before everyone else. When I bought my first house at 22, I wasn't sitting on hundreds of thousands of dollars. I wasn't secretly rich. I was a nurse making around $30 an hour, but I had something incredibly valuable, good credit. That credit gave me access to an asset years before I could ever pay cash for it. That's when everything changed. And I realized I didn't need to own all the cash. I just needed access because access gave me time and time allowed my asset to grow. And honestly, that's why I created this YouTube channel because once people understand this, the next question is always, okay, where do I start? Maybe your next step is fixing your credit. Maybe it's learning how to invest. Maybe it's buying your first property. Maybe it's starting a business. Maybe it's protecting everything you're building with life insurance. Whatever stage you're in, I've organized everything into one place so you don't have to figure it out on your own. Click the link in the bio and choose the path that's best for you. Because this next realization completely changed the way that I think. Imagine two people. Both want the same exact $300,000 house. One says, I'm going to save until I have every dollar. The other has strong credit. Who owns the property first? Who starts building equity first? Who benefits if the property appreciates over the next 5 years? Usually the person with access. Here's what people miss. The house created the wealth. Credit simply got them there sooner. And in investing, sooner matters. Because time is one of the greatest wealth building tools you'll ever have. But here's what frustrates me. I'll meet people who spend years trying to save money, but they won't spend 6 months improving their credit. Then the perfect opportunity finally shows up and they can't qualify, or the interest rate is terrible, or they need a much larger down payment. Not because they didn't work hard, because they spent years preparing for an opportunity without preparing to qualify for it. Most people treat their credit score like it's a report card. I don't. I think it's a key that unlocks opportunities, lower interest rates, investment properties, business funding, better financing, more choices. Good credit doesn't guarantee opportunity and make sure you're ready when the opportunity arrives. Now, before somebody hears this and says, so you're telling me to go into debt? No, I'm not telling you to go into debt. I'm telling people to understand the tool. The chainsaw can build a house or seriously injure somebody. The chainsaw isn't good. The chainsaw isn't bad. It depends on how it's used. Credit works the same way. Used carelessly, it creates stress. Used intentionally, it creates access. The tool didn't change, the decision did. Here's what finally changed everything for me. I used to believe cash gave people power. Now I believe access gives people power because opportunities don't wait until you've saved another dollar. They show up when they show up. And when they do, good credit gives you choices. That's why I protect my credit, not because I'm planning to borrow money tomorrow, because I never know when tomorrow's opportunity is going to arrive. So the next time somebody tells you cash is king, ask them one question. Then why don't wealthy people pay cash for everything? Because I don't think wealth is built by the person with the biggest bank account. I think it's built by the person who can recognize an opportunity when they see one and actually has the ability to act on it. I used to think people with the most cash had the most power. Now I believe the people with the most access has the most power. And good credit creates access. If you're ready to improve your credit, learn how to invest, start a business, buy real estate, or build long-term wealth, I've organized all of the resources inside my bio. Click the link below and choose the right path that's best for you. And if this video changed the way you think about credit, subscribe. Every week we're exposing the money belief that's keeping people from building real wealth. I'll see you in the next one.